Hi, I'm Heather M. Fry, and I'm a candidate for Orem City Council. Follow me on Instagram at Heather M. Fry for Orem, and on Facebook, Fry for Orem. That's the number 4. Heather M. Fry for Orem, and Fry for Orem on Facebook. It's been a long process. I moved to Orem officially in 2007, but I have been part of and invested in Orem since I came to BYU in 1990. I have relatives that live in Orem and have called it home for nearly 30 years. And I was living in Cedar Hills for 7.5 years. And then we moved down to Orem to be able to raise our kids in an area that had such fantastic community programs and amenities. And it just has been a place where I never thought I would end up, but I'm so grateful for the chance to be here, and how that helps me believe that I am a good candidate for City Council is because I've seen a lot of growth, and some is concerning and some is positive, and I want to learn as much as I can, and I've spent the last year attending more meetings, and people that I admire and people that I respect reached out to me and saw things in me that led me to accept the challenge, the opportunity to strive to be a representative of all the members of the community in Orem, because that's how committed I am to this place that I call home now. I know that for me personally, as a mom, for the last, 29 years? No, 27 years, a big priority of mine is strengthening communities and providing opportunities for families of all shapes and sizes to be able to connect with each other, to be able to use the resources that Orem has done such a great job to build and establish that makes it Family City USA, and supporting neighborhoods and communities, supporting our police and city staff who do so much and who sacrifice so much for all of us is a really big emphasis. And I would love to be able to see more opportunities for art and cultural appreciation and interactions of a positive nature and a learning nature for citizens of Orem to feel more connected to their educational leaders, to their city staff and city council leaders, and to the fantastic police, fire, and other emergency responders that so tirelessly serve our communities. As in the previous question, I have noticed that one of the consistencies of life is change. And there's been a lot of changes in the last couple of years, and there's a lot of people who've been very afraid of change, who've been very uncomfortable with the change that the direction has gone, and that's why I wanted to get more involved, so I can understand it for myself, so that I could not be influenced by feelings of fear or be influenced by my feelings, period. I wanted to have knowledge, and I wanted to have an understanding of how the system works and who is best to benefit from those changes. And I think a strength is our ability to grow and change as a community, and to be able to learn and study things out because of the desire for transparency that our current administration has. I highly value integrity, transparency, and communication, and I think the current administration has done a fantastic job to be really invested in being as open as possible to all of the citizens of Orem, not just to those who have the most power and influence and those who are unelected bureaucrats who strive to promote their own agenda. I think a really big issue is the pursuit of public and private partnerships. I've been learning what that word means and what that phrase means. And that should tell you something about me, is when I hear things that I don't understand, when I have a desire to learn more and to ask questions so that I don't just accept what is given to me. It's a big concern what's happening in the perception that we can't disagree and that we all have to be on the same page and that we need to use fear and manipulation of feelings in order to cloud the issues. And I think that's a really big issue that we need to address forthrightly and to do better as a community, to take time to listen to each other. And I have experienced it directly as I have in times past sought to understand issues and have been misrepresented. And I find that every opportunity to have a conversation with someone, whether it's one-on-one or in a large group, is an opportunity to learn. And that is a very important value to me as a candidate for City Council. Well, a little bit about me. I grew up in California and Colorado primarily. I spent a lot of time moving as a kid. And I came to Utah when I started BYU. And in that time, after becoming a mom and homemaker and investing in that career, 24/7, 365, I feel like I have had many opportunities to serve, and I've been grateful for those because they've definitely helped shape my resolve to see things through. They've helped to think through complications, to emphasize the importance of collaboration, to be able to prioritize first things first, and to always think how there's not always a solution, there are trade-offs, and to find those ways to seek that compromise and to enjoy and recognize how valuable freedom is and how important respect is and how important the youth of our communities are. And I think for too long, we have been sacrificing our youth on the altar of our adult hubris. And that is a deep belief I have, that we need to reprioritize our youth in instilling values that will create success for all of us.